Hello and welcome to Magic Box Storytime. My name is Lottie and today I am going to start reading to you a brand new story. So please sit back, relax and enjoy Chapter 1 of The Tale of Professor Orange. Chapter 1, The Professor. Professor Orange needed fudge. Fudge was what he turned to when he was worried. There was something about its squidgy, sugary creaminess that calmed his brain and brought him comfort. So he shut the door of the royal washing machine, washed his oily hands, climbed the steps up and out of the royal washing machine cellar, and crossed the road to the sweet shop opposite the palace. Luckily, the Queen wasn't there. She wasn't allowed sweets on Thursdays. So Professor Orange browsed the jars at his leisure. Now, if his problem were chemical, he'd go for chocolate fudge. If it were anatomical, he'd pick strawberry, no question. But today, his problem was mechanical. And there is nothing better for a mechanical problem than plain, simple, fudge-flavoured fudge. You know it. I know it. Professor Orange knew it. He bought his bag of fudge and was turning to leave the sweet shop when he suddenly noticed the group of very small customers who were in there with him. "Crikey!" said Professor Orange, accidentally slapping some fudge against his forehead. "Where did you spring up from, small people?" One of them, a small male one, who looked like he might be the leader because his t-shirt was bright red and said, "Follow me," on it, stepped forward and said, "No need to be anxious, Professor." Professor Orange blinked. How did you know I was a professor?" he said. "Well, you're wearing an orange lab coat, your hair is mad, and you have a lump of fudge on your forehead," said the small male. Then he smiled. "My name's Theo," he said, "and these are my friends." He waved his arm at the other small people. "What's that, Prof?" Professor Orange sighed and wandered out of the shop into the grey day. The small people followed because they were worried about him. "You can tell us," said Theo. "Go on, make you feel better." Professor Orange pulled his crazy hair a bit and then stood on one leg. This always helped him concentrate. "Well," he said, "a frightful thing has happened. The royal washing machine has broken down and I've been called in to fix it, and if I can't do it jolly well immediately, well, I don't know. You see, the Queen is down to her last pair of clean knickers." He chewed on some fudge, swallowed, and added, "And we can't have a Queen with dirty knickers now, can we, small people? Imagine the frightful consequences." Theo nodded. "The kingdom might explode," he said. "Precisely," said Professor Orange. "Frightful." "Can you fix it?" said Theo. "What?" said Professor Orange. He had drifted off and was thinking about explosions. "The washing machine," said Theo. Oh, yes, said the professor. "Well, I mean, of course, if I can find a replacement diamond motorator, that's what the machine needs, a new diamond motorator." He stared into space for a bit, wondering about science and stuff. "So," said Theo. "What?" said Professor Orange. Oh, yes, the motorator. Thank you for reminding me. To make a new diamond motorator, one needs a diamond. But not just any diamond. A perfect drib-drab diamond. "A drib-drab diamond?" chorused the small people. "A drib-drab diamond," said Professor Orange. His face fell. "And I can't remember where they grow," he said, and tipped the bag of fudge upside down into his mouth. He chewed and slurped and sucked and swallowed for a few minutes, and then looked at Theo and his friends. "I say," he said, "you all look quite clever. any idea where I might find a perfect drib-drab diamond?" The small people stood and frowned and wished they had some fudge to help them think. Then Theo said, "Well, I might be wrong, but don't diamonds grow in mines or something?" Professor Orange's hair sprang up in odd directions and he clapped his hands like a total weirdo. "Great Jupiter!" he cried. "You're right! A mine! But oh no! I remember now. Drib-drab diamonds can only be found in one particular mine. The extremely hard to get to and enter mine located in the base of Mount Hua Hua Wawa, the most dangerous volcano ever." He changed legs and looked at them all. "Right," he said, "better get my things." And with that, he disappeared round the corner. 5 minutes later, he was back with a bike helmet, a torch strapped to his head, a small battery-operated fan hanging round his neck, a pair of goggles sticking out of his right lab coat pocket, and a tiny hammer sticking out of his left. He looked excited for 3 seconds, and then his face fell again. "Oh, rotten rats," he said. "I'm just rather worried I'll forget the way or what I'm going for or who I am. I'm a tad absent-minded, you see. What I could do with is a clever team to help me navigate, investigate, and volcanificate." The small people looked at one another and nodded. "We're not busy," they said. "What?" cried Professor Orange. "You'll help me? Really? Oh, really? Will you? Oh my, that is splendid. Right then, do you have equipment?" "Not at all," said Theo. "Not to worry," said Professor Orange. "I have a good kit. We'll manage. Everyone been to the toilet? No? Yes? Don't need to? Splendid. Let's go." And so they began their expedition to Mount Hua Hua Wawa. They sang a lovely expedition-y song as they went. Here it is. You can sing it too, if you like. "Ho, ho, 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 going to the volcano to find a diamond in the mine. Ho, 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 ho." And that's it. Let's try again. Join in if you want. Ready? "Ho, ho, 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 going to the volcano to find a diamond in the mine. Ho, 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 ho." And that is the end of Chapter 1 of The Tale of Professor Orange. Next time, we'll find out what happens in Chapter 2. Hope you can join me. Thanks very much for listening to Magic Box Storytime with me, Lottie. Take care. Bye.